So I'm going to show you how to add a new payroll or in the system under the HR and Payroll tab. So this section is actually divided into two parts. One is the search area, which you can find at the top, and the bottom is the data area. So at the top in the search area, you're able to find out the payroll that you have allotted or assigned for a specific employee. So you can do that by either entering the serial number of the employee, the name of the employee, which will be appearing in the drop-down list, the payroll type, so whether it's a check, cash, or a bank transfer that you have assigned for that employee, or the period. So let's say from a specific date to another date. You could find the specific payroll for that person by entering one of these informations in the search area. And at the bottom, you're able to see the data that you've previously entered in the system about a payroll. This can be either for an employee, and it will provide you information about the payroll for an employee in your organization. Now I'm going to show you how to add a new payroll in your system for an employee. So first of all, we'll have to click on the Add New button. Once we do that, we will be directed to another screen in which we have to enter certain information about the payroll that we're going to be adding. So let's say that the payroll that I want to add is from the 1st of January 2020, and the period is going to be till the end of the year. So we'll select it. And this period actually is added in the payroll setup area, which is in the setup section under HR and Payroll. And then after that, we will select the payroll type. So whether it's a check, cash, or a bank transfer. So for us, it's going to be cash. And then here you will have to define which employee are you setting this payroll for. So if you've had more than one employees inputted in your system, then the drop-down list will mention the name of all the employees, and you can select the specific employee that you're searching for and you want to add a payroll for. So in this case, for us, it's John. And then automatically, once we select the HR person or the employee, their job and the start date, the status, the operation number, the end date will be automatically appearing here in the system. And in the notes, we can just write a small description as to the payroll that we're providing John with. So we can just say payroll for the year. Then once we've entered all the requested or required information, then we'll click on Save. Once we click on Save, after that, there are a few options that we have available to do changes in the record. First of them is the Post button. So once, let's say you're sure about the payroll of John, and if you want it to really be active, then we'll click on the Post button. Then second is to edit. So if there is any modifications, or let's say if you have any kind of mistake that you've entered in the system previously for the payroll for John, you can modify that and fix that record and the information provided by using the edit button. The third one is the payroll persons or the audited info. So once you click on that, you're able to see a preview of the record that you've added for John, but however, the record is not going to be editable. The fourth one is the delete button. The delete button allows you to delete this record or this payroll in specific from the system. And lastly, it's the audited info. So when you click on the audited info, actually it provides you information about the user or the specific user who has done any modifications to the record or who has created this record. So the details as to the time and date of the record creation or even the modification of the record, and the user will be appearing here. Now, let's say if you're sure about the payroll that has been added and you want to post it permanently in the system, you can click on the Post button, and we will see what happens once we do so. Once it's posted, Then we have options such as unpost, post, audited preview, and the audited info. So we can even unpost this record if let's say we're not sure about it last minute, then we can unpost it, and then later on we can post it again. So this is how you can navigate around or add a new payroll for an employee in the 10x system. Thank you.